Well, zoom, 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 zoom. I keep forgetting I have that mask on. It's been a crazy summer. Hey, I wanted you to hear from a couple of students and what they were able to do this summer. Discipleship did not end in spite of the pandemic and all the craziness of 2020. Hannah and Lydia were able to attend a Worldview conference virtually, and they've left a couple of videos so you could hear what they did. And then Mary Jo will be teaching as a faculty member next week at Summit Ministries, which is another Worldview camp. So I wanted you to hear from these three individuals and know that discipleship was going strong in summer 2020.
My name is Lydia, and I attended Worldview Academy camp. Here are 3 takeaways that I got. The first one is leadership. So leadership is influence, and they talk about 5 pillars of leadership. There's meekness, vision, attitude, integrity, and empowerment. And we need to be Christ-like leaders, and we need to have those pillars of leadership. The second one is similar, but it talks about being a driven leader. So we ask ourselves, what kind of leader do we want to be? We need to be a character-driven leader where we influence others around us versus a charisma-driven leader where we are influenced by others. And it's important to know the difference and what kind of leader we should or want to be. The third thing is that we need to be able to defend our faith. We need to know what we believe and understand our worldview. 1 Peter 3:15 says, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks for the reason for the hope you have. And so we always need to have an answer and be prepared if somebody asks about our faith. Those are my 3 takeaways.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and these are my 3 biggest takeaways from the Worldview Academy camp. So the first one is how the way you view the world affects everything you do. You make decisions based on your worldview, and your worldview affects every decision you make. I didn't really realize that until this camp, so it was a really big takeaway for me. The second one is how important critical thinking is in knowing what you believe. It's really important to think about what you believe and why you believe it, because someday somebody might come up to you and ask, questions about your faith and what you believe, and you should be ready to answer them. Which leads me to the third takeaway, which is that you don't have to know the answer to every question in order to defend your faith. Something I've always been kind of worried about when sharing my faith is that what if they ask me a question that I don't have the answer for? And that's okay. If you don't know the answer to a question, just be honest and research it and then come back. Those were my 3 takeaways.
Hey Parkside Fellowship, I'm Mary Jo Sharp, and I wanted to share with you some of the discipleship that I've been doing during COVID. For example, I have one coming up this week with Summit Ministry student conferences. I'll be teaching on responding to the intolerance of the new tolerance virtually to a bunch of students. And I hope that the students will take away that the idea of tolerance, this concept, is firmly grounded within the teachings of Jesus. And then we'll be doing a Q&A in which they get to they'll get to expand a little bit more on how this idea relates to the current issues that we're dealing with. So that's just one of the ways that I'm doing discipleship during this time of COVID.